Hello everyone, and welcome to Art Chat. I'm Marjorie, and today we're in the estuary chatting with Liz Noffsinger. Welcome to Art Chat, Liz.
Thank you.
Now, you've been very kind to allow us to do 2 art chats with you. We've done one on you as a photographer, and now today we're talking to you as an art collector. And tell us about this piece here.
I wish I could tell you more. We bought it in New York in an antique store, and we just liked it. We loved it. We had just gotten engaged, and it was the very first thing we bought together. So it was
good,
special.
Good to start the art chat
Yes,
with
yes.
that. It does look very much in the style of a sculptor called Brancusi. So
It would be nice to
wouldn't
think
that
that.
be
Yes.
nice?
I doubt it, but it would be
Well,
lovely.
but whoever made it probably was influenced by his work.
Yes.
Liz, when I first saw this work, I thought it was really amazing. Tell us what we're looking at here, because it has a wonderful story.
Yes, what you're looking at is something that people use in Austria, where we lived for some time, when they want to have a monument for a person who has died. And they make them out of iron, and they're very elaborate. And this one is 300 years old.
Oh,
In Austria, when people die, they can only be buried for 10 years because they don't have enough land and they can't keep filling up the cemeteries. And these, they take and they throw them in a pile.
oh,
And we found a huge pile of them behind a cemetery, behind a church. And they were all rusty and terrible looking and just thrown there. And I said to my husband, "Oh, I want one of those. I want one of those." So he did a lot of, I won't go into everything he had to do to get permission to have this.
very intricate ironwork.
Yes.
And you have it displayed so beautifully
Well,
here.
that was very lucky because I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And my children said, "Well, Mom, we'll take it." And I said, "Oh, gosh." And then I walked in here as they were building it, and I saw that arch. And I thought, they made it for me.
It was meant to be.
Yeah. So there it is.
So, Liz, what do we have here?
This is a bird. I have no idea what kind it's supposed to be, a large bird. The way I got it is really interesting because I was at home and my granddaughter, who was young at the time, just got her license, was out for the drive. And she came over and she came in and she said, "I got you this wonderful thing." And this was it. And I said, "Where did you get it?" And she said, "Well, I saw it out on the street in the garbage, and I rang the bell where the people that belonged to the garbage were, and asked them what they were doing with that, and they said, 'We can't use it anymore, we're throwing it away.'" So she said, "May I take it?" And they said, "Of course." So she brought it to me.
And then you saw it in a...
Yes, I saw the same thing in a museum, and it was $400. And I thought, "Woo, we really got a bargain."
That was good picking. Liz, we've gone from talking about the bird on the lanai made of saws and wrenches to this very delicate, lovely work. Tell us about this one.
This was another, just a find, because I was going on to a art show that was on one of the bridges in Cincinnati leading to Kentucky. And I saw this and I just immediately fell in love with it. And I thought, I have to have it. So I bought it. I thought it was too expensive to buy, but I did it anyway. And I've loved having it ever since.
You know, a curator friend of mine once said that the only true measure of art is whether you love it.
Oh,
And
that sounds perfect. I totally agree with that.
Tell the viewers what we're looking at here.
Well, when you're a photographer and you take pictures, a lot of them don't turn out. So I don't know why I saved them. I had a stack of them. So I cut them all into squares, one by one, and kind of made a picture out of them. You can call it a picture, a piece of art or something.
It's a wonderful
But
composite.
there it is.
Well, it invites the viewer to really get into the work, which is very interesting because we go from that, which is by your hand,
Right.
over to this interesting work, which you have collected. A lot of similarities here. Step over here and tell us a little bit about this one.
When I went to an art show and I saw this, and I kept looking at it, and then I thought, I have to have it. So here it is.
And it's perfect.
It works well right here.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And where was the art show?
In Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Well, you have a wonderful eye for color. And I want to end this art chat talking about the very interesting work of art above the doorway over here.
Oh. Okay.
And when I first looked at it, I thought, oh gosh, that looks familiar. That looks like some famous artist. And then we looked at it a little more closely. Let's go over and take a real close look at that one.
Okay.
Tell us about it.
I'm very thrilled that you thought I was an artist. But anyway, I needed some color and a spot on the wall high up in the house that I lived in. And I couldn't really think of anything. And all of a sudden I thought, I could take just pieces of fabric and I could wrap them on something and put them up. So I wrapped little pieces of fabric on 5 pieces, covers that you can buy. You used to be able to buy, I don't know if you can anymore, to put on your shower curtain, your shower.
Yeah, those plastic things.
Yeah. And I wrapped it around those. I stuck it together with Scotch tape.
With Scotch tape.
With Scotch tape. And then I thought, well, I got to stick it all together now, and keep it that way. So I took some shoelaces that I had at home and wrapped them around. That's the black thing.
That's the black.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably did it 30 years ago, maybe 40 years ago. And it's gone with me ever since, and it's still that way. I mean, it has just the Scotch tape holding it together and the shoelaces.
Well, it's very colorful, it's very inventive and interesting, as are you. So thank you so much for being with us on Art Chat. We've really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
And thanks to all of you for being with us today. We'll see you again soon on another Art Chat. Bye-bye.